Cable has a certain advantage, a little bit of an accident of history, in that we have built out, the entire industry, has built out basically 100% of our footprint that can be built out. That is not necessarily rural America, but whether we're in Denver or Philadelphia or Washington or New York or any major city, all the poor areas are completely built out for broadband. So the incentive on building is not really a poverty issue. The only problem it deals with rural America is just not enough density to justify the investment for build. In terms of a program like Internet Essentials, I'm going to speak on behalf of our company in that this is something that has become a real passion for the company. It is our largest community investment program. It is not a program that we make any money on, but we think is the largest ISP in the country. And when I say we, I'm talking about everyone from the senior executives in the company to the technicians who are installing cable service. We think it's our obligation to step up to the plate and to do everything we can to make sure that we're making broadband available to everyone who lives in our footprint. And I'm very proud of the program, but it's not a traditional commercial program. And we don't treat it like that, and we invest in it way disproportionately to the economic benefit or lack of economic benefit to the company.
Yeah.
And I'm heartened that, because I've said this for years. I mean, I've done 10 presentations with this commissioner. I've done presentations with other commissioners. I've done several hundred presentations around the country on this. And I mean, I keep saying I hope every ISP in the country adopts a program like this. It doesn't have to be the same thing. I don't know that we have a monopoly on good ideas here. There are plenty of different ways to slice this animal, and I will tell you that now AT&T, after the DirecTV deal, they will have a program like this. Charter, after the Time Warner Cable deal, will have a program like this. Cox, to its credit, without a transaction, has a program like this. Mm-hmm. So we're beginning to see a more widespread adoption by major ISPs in the country of programs designed to get at the Homework app and to be able to make broadband available more broadly, attacking all these programs. But I again want to say, we supported Lifeline reform. I think we were one of the few ISPs that was vocal and aggressive to say we need to make this reform. I think it is a necessary element of the overall approach to move the needle. But if we don't deal with the bigger barriers, and I'm not saying that's the FCC's job. It really sort of can't be. But what Rob said is absolutely right. We attack this. The major part of our investment in Internet Essentials is through our digital literacy outreach. And we started, foolishly in retrospect, thinking we could design these programs ourselves and bring them out to the community. That was a mistake. And so we now work through nonprofit organizations embedded in the community, Latino organizations for the Latino community, Asian organizations for the Asian community, and we're getting a lot more traction by local, culturally appropriate outreach, which we're funding and leveraging. And I think anyone who's listening to this I think not that any one part of a program is not helpful or not even necessary, but you've got to attack all of these barriers to really move the needle.